The former cabinet minister was deputy leader of the South African delegation to the Beijing conference in 1995. She believes there's no question of the strides made since then.
Look at that Beijing declaration 20 years ago. At the time we negotiated it, I think it was a heady time. We thought we'd be able to achieve it in 10 years. 20 years down the line, we're not quite there. But what's happened in 20 years is the whole world is talking about it. You hear the private sector talking about it. You hear chairpersons of large companies saying, I need a diverse board because I must have a diverse workforce in order to have a better bottom line.
Officials and delegates attending this year's CSW are united in their calls for the implementation of laws and policies that exist on the books of a vast majority of countries, what she referred to as a vision with consequences.
The African Union had set itself very clear targets. They said 50-50 at all levels of government and elsewhere. And the African Union Commission is the only regional commission that has the 50-50 target on commissioners. Africa's done it. Why can't the rest of the world do it? Just talking about institutionally in the regional body. But where Africa falls flat is its commitment to ensure that inheritance laws are such that women are allowed to inherit. It was adopted by heads of state and government. It's not been done. So we've got to change from commitment to the vision, to translating the vision into action.
The African Development Bank has 5 priority areas: infrastructure development, strengthening the private sector in fragile states, regional integration, skills and technology, and governance and accountability. Fraser-Moleketi explains that her role is to ensure women are not left behind in the bank's multi-sectoral interventions.
It's about ensuring that women have access to incomes in order that they're able to make choices. Because you really have voice when you have choice. If you have independent income, you can say, Sherwood, I'm sorry, I'm not going to take this violence. You see, my business is bringing in more money than you can ever bring into this household or do ever. And what I'm going to make sure is that you either here on the family terms and you a meaningful partner of this family unit, or you hit the highway.
Asked about conflicts in Africa that set back gains for the most vulnerable, particularly women and children,
the setbacks mustn't say to us, geez, man, we're going to run scared on it. Actually, the setbacks tell us this is a particular reality. How do we strengthen leadership? Because it's leadership, leadership, leadership. How do we put in place strong institutions that are able to, that are resilient enough to actually cut through where there are such setbacks?
She lauded the AU's decision to declare 2015 the year of women's empowerment and development towards Africa's Agenda 2063. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.